Here we are going to study to find inverse of a matrix by partition method. There are various methods to find inverse of a matrix. You have already studied the adjoint method. This is again another method called partitioning method. Consider a matrix A which is a 3 by 3 matrix. For this matrix we need to partition it into 4 parts PQRS. Comparing the elements of A with PQRS, P should be a square matrix and a non-singular matrix, that is its determinant is not equal to 0, such that inverse of this matrix should exist. Then comparing the two matrices, we get P as 1 3 1 4, a square matrix, Q as column matrix 3 3, R as row matrix 1 3, and S as 4, that is matrix containing single element. So we can have another partition of the same matrix, and here again if we compare with PQRS, we get P as determinant of 1 which is not equal to 0, so P becomes singular and P inverse exists. So we can also partition this P as 1 single element, Q as row matrix 3 3, R as column matrix 1 1, and S as 2 by 2 matrix 4 3 3 4. But we need to remember that whenever P can be partitioned as 2 by 2 matrix, our first preference will be partitioning it as 2 by 2 matrix. Let us see some examples here where such type of partition is allowed because determinant of P is not equal to 0. In the same example, we have seen the second partition. This partition is also allowed because P is again a non-singular matrix. Now if we partition it like this type of partition is not allowed because P is 1 3. It is not a square matrix first of all. So the condition for partitioning is that P should be a square matrix. Again, this is another type of partition which is not allowed because again P is not the square matrix. Let us see working method to find A inverse by partitioning method. We will partition given A as PQRS, where P is a non-singular square matrix that we have seen just now. Then inverse of A is XYZW, and we get this XYZW by following formulae. P inverse we get it by adjoint method, adjoint of P upon determinant of P. Then T we calculate as R into P inverse. W we calculate as S minus TQ inverse. Out of this, S we get from the partition, Q we get from the partition, and T we get from step 2. In step 4, Z equal to minus WT. So W from step 3 multiplied by T from step 2 is used here. Y we get it as minus P inverse QW. P inverse can be taken from step 1, Q from the matrix, and W from step 3. X is P inverse minus YT. Again all these values we have already calculated and will substitute to get X, and then placing XYZW in A inverse we get the inverse of the matrix. Here we need to note that XYZW you will get of the same order of PQRS. So these formulae we need to remember while solving the method by partitioning. Let us see the example. A inverse is partitioned as PQRS, where P is 2 by 2 matrix 1 3 1 4, determinant not equal to 0, hence P inverse exists. So as we have seen, we have written PQRS, we have written A inverse, and now P inverse we need to calculate as adjoint of P upon determinant of P. Adjoint of a 2 by 2 matrix is obtained by interchanging the diagonal elements and changing the signs of non-diagonal elements. So we get P inverse as 4 minus 3 minus 1 1. Then T equal to R into P inverse. R is 1 3. P inverse is 4 minus 3 minus 1 1. So 1 3 is a matrix having 1 row 2 columns, and 4 minus 3 minus 1 1 is 2 rows 2 columns. So resultant is 1 row 2 columns. Solving the matrix multiplication. Then substituting the values of S, T and Q and solving it to get inverse. So 4 minus 3 is 1 and inverse of 1 is again 1. In the step 4 we substitute W that we got it as 1 and T that we got it as 1 0 to get minus 1 0. Step 5, P inverse Q 3 3 and W is 1. So first we have solved their 3 3 into 1, and then we have solved the 2 by 2 and 2 by 1 matrix to get 2 by 1 matrix. In the step 4 we substitute P inverse Y from step 5 minus 3 0 and T as 1 0. So this minus 3 0 is 2 by 1 matrix, 1 0 is 1 by 2 matrix, so resultant matrix is 2 by 2 and we get the result X. Now simply substituting in A inverse XYZW, we get the required matrix. You can easily cross check this using the calculator.